What's up, everybody? Jed Johnson here from dieselcrew.com. Of course, you know they call me Napalm. I got to tell you, I got sick and tired of doing the grip strength videos. I wanted to do something different, so I went on Facebook and I went on a certain group, and there was a Q&A post, and I was like, I got to find something here that I'm interested in talking about, and I found it, dude. It is how to bring up your incline press. This is something right here. This setup is something that I used for years when I did strongman training, because in strongman, overhead press is very important, whether it's with a log, with an axle, or some other kind of implement. It's really important to be good overhead. And I found that because of my long arms, my triceps were lacking a lot of times in my overhead. So especially when I was not able to jerk, because in some contests you are not allowed to rebend the legs during the press movement. You can push press, so you can dip and drive and then lock it out, or naturally you can just strict press it, but you're not able to dip, drive, and then rebend in most strongman competitions that I was in. All right, so this is like 03 to 06. So I mean, yeah, it's like 1,000 years ago. And no, I don't compete anymore. But I'll tell you what, this little trick still works. Okay? So in the cage, I've got the pins here, attach bands, put it over the bar. Same on either side. Okay? Now, you can set this up a variety of ways. I'm going to go ahead and just do one press or two. All right, not too bad. Now, I can set this up differently so that it gets a lot tougher for the press. Right now, it's a pretty smooth motion. I can wrap this around again. And then as the band gets tighter, it's going to become tougher to press out sooner. All right? So now this is going to catch maybe around my forehead probably. And it's going to be a little bit tougher to lock out, and it's going to train the triceps a little bit more. Not too bad. Now, some other ways you can do this. You can put the pins lower. You can attach the bands to like really heavy dumbbells. Maybe you have attachments in the bottom of your cage. All that is possible, or you can just keep wrapping the bands around. Naturally, you're not going to do all your training with weights, or excuse me, you're not going to do all your press training without weights, but I just wanted to be able to do that demonstration really quickly. You can set this up also with heavier bands, right? And then you can make it so that it catches basically right by your nose. And then what I used to do, there's so many ways to do this. This is such a great method. You can also use this to strengthen your lower body explosiveness and your powerful push press. So, and then you can just drive it up to the top. There were times where the goal was to be able to not have any slowing of the bar whatsoever and just drive it with the legs all the way to the top of the press. Really heave it up there. You can do it for singles, you can do it for doubles, you can do it for high reps if you want to. I usually stuck with like 5 and less. And man, you can really ramp this up. The nice thing about this is if you have a log, what we used to do in this cage, we would attach the bands to the log, and like sometimes just cleaning right here, those bands were already engaging. I'm telling you, if you need to press in a strongman contest especially, this is a great method to bring your press up. I didn't invent it, but I didn't know a lot of guys back then who were doing this. We kind of like evolved it, you know, from speed bench in powerlifting to overhead press. And we didn't always go for speed either, guys, believe me. We would ramp this thing up. I can twist this a couple more times. We'll see what happens. no idea what this is going to feel like. Still good. Still nice and smooth. But I'll tell you what, there were some times where we'd unrack it, press it, oh God! And then you know, wow, I gotta try harder than that. And then grind it out to the top. So, all right guys, if you like that drill, then give this video one of these. If you're looking for more resources on strongman training, check out the links in the description box below. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any notifications about the upcoming DVD I've got coming out with John Gaglione on training the grip for the deadlift. And be sure to share this with all of your friends who are getting into strongman training. All the best in your training. Happy New Year. Take care.